Hello, dear teacher. Today I'm going to talk about the ethnography of communication. My name is Betty Yomara Valle-Fiallos. This theory was developed by Dale Hymes in the 1960s, and the ethnography of communication is a framework for studying language in a real social and cultural context. It focuses more in communication than whether it's grammatically correct, and this was a shift from the grammatical competence to the communicative competence. The ethnography of communication is an exploration of the Hymes, which examines how language functions not just as grammar, but as the deeply social and cultural practice. The communicative competence is the ability to use appropriately, not just accurately, according to the situation, participants, and cultural norms. About the linguistic knowledge, which is the mastery of grammar, vocabulary, and phonology, was the traditional core of study language at that time. But now the social linguistic awareness is knowing when, where, and how to speak, adapting to the audience, setting, and social relationships. And also, it refers to the cultural appropriateness, understanding the norms, values, and expectations that shape what counts as effective communication in a given community. So, what is emphasized in this community competence is that maybe we can use language accurately, but not really communicating. So now we have to be aware of the situation, participants, and the cultural norms. That was a shift to this communicative competence in this case. Language is described as a social practice. Ethnography of communication treats language not as a set of rules, but as a dynamic social activity. And in this case, it is shaped by the setting, the roles, the tone, the purpose, and the cultural context. So this means that communication goes beyond the literal words. And it also shows social identity and relationships because it shows how speakers negotiate what the power and social roles within specific communities are set. The Haim speaking model was a systematic framework for analyzing speech events. From casual conversations to formal ceremonies, each letter represents a key component of communication context. The speaking model enables discourse analysts to systematically deconstruct any communicative event, revealing how each contextual element contributes to meaning making. Applied to a speech event like a job interview, the model examines not only what was said, but who said it, why, in what setting, with what tone, and under what social norms. It focuses on in speaking. In this case, the focus in speaking is the setting and scene, which is the physical place, the environment, for example, the classroom, which activates different communication expectations. And it also focuses on the participants who are speaking and listening. So this refers to the roles, the relationships, etc. And the goals and purposes of the interaction, both intended outcomes, the actual results of the exchange. Why it matters for discourse analysis? Well, it's a cross-cultural insight. It reveals how communication patterns vary across cultures and social groups. It refers also to authentic language use, providing insights into how native speakers communicate naturally. It has a pedagogical application because it helps educators understand how language should be taught in an authentic, contextual, grounded setting. And it has integrated perspectives because it unifies linguistic, social, and cultural perspectives. Thank you very much, dear teacher.